One of the most important things that we can do for on-page optimization is to make sure that we set a preferred URL. And what I mean by that is selecting whether our domain, our URL, is going to have www or eliminating the www altogether. So that is the difference of me having http semicolon / livelonandprosper.com or having http semicolon / www livelonandprosper.com. Now the reason this is so important is because Google actually sees this as two separate sites. And that can cause a whole host of issues, as Google can then see these sites as having duplicate content, and you can receive a duplicate content penalty, and we definitely don't want to do that. So there's a couple of things that we can do here to make sure that we set a preferred URL within Google. But first, let me show you why this is an issue. I did a search in Google for Live, Lawn, and Prosper by just doing site and followed by the business domain. Now when I actually did this search and I looked at what came up here, you'll notice that there are a mix of non-www and www URLs. So it is a complete mix here, and it looks like some pages from one site are being indexed, some pages from another site are being indexed. So that's definitely a problem, and that's something we absolutely want to fix. So let's take a look at how to do that. Do keep in mind here that whether you select the non-www or the www, it does not really matter. One is not necessarily better than the other. What is important is that you pick with one and you stay consistent. That means using the same URL everywhere for internal links on your website, for backlinks when you're looking at external sites, the citations that we'll be building, and so on. Just make sure that you are staying consistent. If you're not sure which one you want to go with, you don't really have a preference, then I would suggest taking a look at where your backlinks are coming from. So if the site already has some backlinks, go into Open Site Explorer and insert your non-www URL, and then go back and insert your actual www URL and see which one of these comes up with the most backlinks. If one comes back with more than the other, go with that one. So let's take a look at how we're actually going to set the preferred domain. Now if you're in WordPress, if you're using WordPress, one thing that you can do is you can go down to your settings and you can go to General. And once you're on the settings page here, this is where you can insert your preferred domain. So if you would like the www, go ahead and add that in here. And then you'll want to just use the same address below for the site URL. Then below you can save your changes and you're done there. Another thing that you'll want to do is to go to your Google Search Console. And from that dashboard, you'll go to the settings icon here on the upper right hand side, click on Site Settings, and you'll notice it's going to ask you for your preferred domain. So as you can see here, this account has not set a preferred domain. So we'll just want to select the one that we would like to go with, and then we can click Save. So this will help search engines know which site to go to, but we also want to make sure that we're directing our visitors to the right place. And to do that, we can add this code here to our .htaccess file. Now what this is going to do, this particular code tells your website to redirect from your non-www domain to your www domain. And that way, if anybody types in your URL without the www, they will automatically be redirected to the www version. So here, obviously, you're just going to replace your domain, and you can type in your URL. Then again, you'll want to copy this and you'll want to paste it here on the second line as well. Just one quick note though, if you are editing your .htaccess file, just make sure that you make a copy of it first, then make the edits and upload it. That way if there's any issue, anything goes wrong, you already have the old file and you can re-upload that and you'll be good to go. Now do keep in mind that when you redirect a website, you are actually redirecting one website to an entirely new site. So you can expect that your traffic numbers, if you have any traffic, may fluctuate or they may suddenly drop, but you should recover. So don't panic too much because this is perfectly normal.